Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. My name's Colin Pittman. You may have seen me around campus, but just in case you didn't know, I'm in theater.
Oh, okay. I think from the very beginning, being taught how to carry oneself, how to speak in front of a group, how to handle issues that arise, and not letting an audience not letting an audience know, and training yourself to be able to handle yourself eloquently in front of a group would be the very basic beginnings of the importance of theater education. That being said, then what it does to keep the imagination alive, creativity flowing, helping us to be able to empathize with others, because we constantly are placing ourselves in others' viewpoints and trying to understand different cultures, different time periods, different emotions and handling situations differently than we ourselves would. I think that's invaluable in helping us become a stronger, more empathetic society. That's just a brief rundown off the top of my head. But in the beginning, though, I really do think it's important that we value theater from just a public speaking standpoint, from say a Theater 1, and then all the way up to learning to embody someone else by giving someone else's words flesh, creating a world that takes our audience somewhere or teaches our audience something perhaps in a way they've never seen or thought of before. In a nutshell.
I'm Hannah. I'm also in theater like Colin, and a lot of the theater kids are involved in other fine arts and D buildings, such as choir, or I'm in orchestra. And so there's a lot of interaction between all the departments within the fine arts building. I don't have any problems with rehearsals because the directors work so well together, and it's honestly really easy to balance, and it's such a nice environment to work with everyone. Everyone's so helpful and friendly all the time.
Hi, I'm still Colin. Other extracurricular activities I'm involved in. I'm also involved in speech and debate. And I guess that kind of really well works with theater, but there's actually some major contrasts people don't know about. In speech, it's much smaller, and in theater, you have to be a lot bigger. Because in speech, you're performing in a small classroom setting, whereas in theater, you're performing on a stage. And so you have to make sure you work with your audience. But I think both have helped me work really well in developing who I am and the stories I am creating.
Okay, so you asked about our income as theater directors. It's public record, so there's we have the basic pay that all the teachers do here at Plano ISD. Theater directors do get an astounding $3,500 extra a year for our work outside of the school day. So that would be after 4:45. If you'd like to do the math on that, I never have, because I think that would be incredibly depressing. So I would like to think that I receive $3,500 extra a year to ensure, makes me a little bitter to say that out loud, but to ensure my students are working and growing and producing really great shows. I certainly didn't delve into education for the financial reasons, and discussing this just really shows that. Okay, well, you asked about budgets for the shows. We don't receive a budget from PISD for our fall show or musical. We do have a budget through the school for one-act play, because we compete with that for the district. So as far as the shows go, we have what we made on last year's show for each production. And that being said, then you asked about our show fees. That helps cover, anything we need additionally for the show. It enables us, to rent the lighting for the musical. Some costuming, of course, comes out of that, props, etc. Anything, it goes. Your show fees go into the account to make the shows possible. In addition to what we have from last year's box office. So, on occasion, we do have a student who, the cost of show fees is prohibitive to keeping having them in the show. I personally never want a financial situation to keep a student from being part of a production, so I can waive that, and will in extreme circumstances. So if a student comes to me saying, "Hey, it's tight at home right now, I'm not going to be able to be part of this show," then I want to make sure that we cover that to ensure that they're still part of the production. So it's not so much a budgetary issue for those situations either. It's just a happenstance where I'm like, we're not charging fees, and I'll have boosters kick in monies, or we'll find a way to spend less in some area to compensate for a student not being able to pay.
Shakespeare. It's a work of art. So why do I love theater? I'd say one of the biggest reasons I love theater is because it's changed who I am entirely. I joined it in 8th grade just to get a credit, and now it's like become a big part of my life. It's made me who I am. It's made me work harder. It's made me find something I love to do and hold on to that. It's made me meet like basically all my friends, and I would definitely say that it was very worthwhile. It helped me embrace the weirdness inside of me and make me have a place to put it, and a place where it's normal and where acceptance is encouraged. And I'm really glad that I did theater, because without it, I would not be where I am today. Yeah, it tastes a little tingy. Idiot. So how has theater affected my career choice? Well, I want to be a director one day, and so I guess you could say that theater has made me realize my passion. I want to make movies, and I want to write, and theater's introduced me to the stories and the ways to make that happen. And so I've basically going to put everything into it, and hopefully it will come out the way I want it to. But I mean, that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm set on doing.
We want it. Please, please. I only hope that voters in PISD turn out. Of course, I can't push them which direction to vote, but I can say we want it. And in a case where so many people could benefit from such a phenomenal space, and it wouldn't raise the taxpayers' taxes 1 cent, that would be phenomenal. So I hope they want it too. We want it, we want it, we want it. We want it.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I'm Colin. So, I'm the theater president. So, theater's done a lot of things for me. I'd say that the biggest thing it's done for me is teach me some like life lessons, such as how to work harder or how to convince people that you're telling the truth. I've done that multiple occasions. These are pens.
We want it, 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 we want it.